Hi everybody, this is Pat in the paper closet. Glad you came back again, thank you. Today I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut up, this collage that we made, the large one. And I think I'm going to make probably a few tags and then mostly journal cards. So first I'm going to straighten it out a little bit. I'm going to cut off this edge. My knife. Try to even it out a little bit. That's that piece. This edge is fine. I'm going to turn it this way, and I'm going to cut it off as evenly as I can here. Let's see. My most even edge is this bottom, so I'll put that on a line, and then I'll cut it at, I think I'll cut it here. Alright, I'm going to start here. Going to this dotted line. Just trying to keep something lined up so I have something straight. Okay, that edge is good. Now this side, I'll line this up. I'm going to cut this off. Right before that line. That'll make it pretty even. I do move my ruler. That's okay. There. Okay, so we've got the edges good enough. Now I think, since I have this dark blue strip, I don't want to have a lot of tags or cards that have this blue on them, because I don't know what type books that would go in. So I'm going to make a tag, or two tags actually, that will have this blue on them, but it won't affect all of them. So I'm going to cut this at 2.5. I usually make my tags 2.5 by 4 1/4. So 2.5 is this dotted line down here. I'm just going to cut along that line, 2.5. Oh. Make sure you're cutting on the metal edge of your ruler, not the plastic edge. You have to get right up against the metal with your knife. Okay, this is going right to, what I said, of a half mark. I'm not getting through. There we go. Okay, I got a little skewer there. So this is going to be tags. I'm just going to cut these at 4 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 4 1/4 would be here. They don't have to be exact. No one's going to measure your tags. And even if they do, all tags are different sized. Okay. 4 1/2. Takes me to here. So now I've got 2 so far that have this dark blue in them. I just didn't want to have 7 tags with all this dark blue, and then I wouldn't know where to use them. 4 1/2 takes me to here. Okay, so these are 3 tags. Now this one's a little bit flimsy on the top. I'm going to back it with something This one seems good. This one's good. It's going to trim off that top edge. Okay, it's going to be tags. I'm going to cut my diagonal corners. I'm not measuring, I'm just eyeballing it. So there's one tag. And this one, cut off these corners. 2 tags. This one, let's see, if I trim this off, it'll be narrower, but it'll be fine. It's going to take off this black line. Let's see, that end's even. I'm just going to cut it off right here. Make sure my rule is straight. Okay, and this one, there you go. This one's the one that's going to have to be backed. It's too thin. But I'll do that when I go to use it in one of my books, depending on what I'm going to decorate it with. So I have these 3, which will go in a different type of book. Something that has to do with blue, I would think. Okay, so that's 3 tags. Move my scraps out of the way. Big old pile. Okay. Now, which end is even this side. Now my journal cards, which is what I'm going to cut out of the center section. I usually make them 3 by 5. So 3 would be here, and I think I have to move the camera up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. A little too close, it's big. That didn't help any. Oh boy, sorry, made you crooked now. Well, now I brightened it up. I don't hit the stop button. Doesn't want to go up any further. Alright, I'll move this a little bit. Can't quite get the whole thing in, but you get the idea. You're not missing much at the bottom. There's the bottom. So I'll show you what I'm doing from the top. I'm going to cut this at 3 inches wide. This is 1, 2, 3. I put my ruler here, middle side, and my 3-inch one is here, so I'm just guessing. But it'll be close enough that I'm going to cut. Okay, I'm going to move it down. There's my 3-inch mark. Oh, my blade popped in. There is a little lock on it. I didn't have it closed tightly. Okay. Let's do that one. So these are 3 inches wide. Now I'm going to make them 5 inches. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches would be this large line. Right here. There's 1. Not bad. So you never know what you're going to get when after you glue all these different papers on your collage. When you cut it up, you never know what you're going to get. And that looks pretty good to me. I'm not going to diagonal the corners on those because that's not tags. These are journal cards. Okay, let's do another one. Middle edge of my ruler. Pressing down as far as I can. Alright, that's number 2. Number 2, I can see I missed a corner when I was making the paper. So I think when I use it, I will back it and make it square on this edge. That won't be hard. So that's 2. Oh no, this was number 2. This is the leftover, which I will use. It will be 4.5 by 3, which will be fine. And I'm just going to continue with the rest of this page. So we're going to get quite a bit out of this. Already we have 3 journal cards and 3 tags. And I'll get another 3 journal cards. That's 6 journal cards and 6 tags I'll get out of this large piece. Now I had also made off camera these smaller pieces. This one I backed on coffee dyed paper, this copy paper. It's thin but not too thin. If I would use it as a journal card, I would probably back it, but I think these will be tags. That was my idea when I measured the paper. Yeah, see, it's 4.5, so it was an 8.5 by 11-inch sheet that I just cut in half. And then I collaged it with all different word papers, and I'm going to cut it into tags. 1, 2.5. Ruler would help. There we go. So a 2.5. The bottom of the page is straight, so I'll line that up. This is 1, 2.5. Middle edge of my ruler. And I'll cut 1. That's 1 tag. I should cut this big chunk off here. Not needed. Okay. So the next one will be the same size. I'm going to make these all the same size. 1, 2.5. Two tags. And another one. Like I said, this was an 8.5 by 11-inch sheet that I cut in half, so it was 4.5, 4.25 by 11. 2.5 for a tag. Oof. And I'll get one more tag out of this. Oh. Not staying where I want it. Okay. Right there. 2.5. 1, 2.5 is this dotted line. Having a mat with lines on it comes in very handy when you're doing things like this. Now this piece, I could say this, I could use this as a side pocket, side tuck. I'll put that on here with the cards. So here we have it. I'm just going to trim this one down. Now these are going to be tags. So I'm going to diagonal the corners. 1. And this way it goes. These are all papers with words on them. Some script, some print. Some it looks like large typewriter print. So I'll trim the edge first. There is no right side up here, so it doesn't matter. Diagonal corners, just eyeballing it. And this one is the right side up. Okay, so I'll cut the top corners. And then we have more ticks. Let me close up my knife. I don't need any catastrophes. Okay, so out of what we've cut so far, we had, what did I say, 6. This is a card. This is a card, that's 2. And this is a card. I'm going to cut this, well, no, I was going to add a piece on there. That's 3. I thought I had cut more cards. Not yet, okay. So we have 3 journal cards and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tags and a side tuck. And I haven't cut that whole piece up yet. And here's another one I did. Let me trim this off. This was actually made from tissue box cardboard. It was the side of the box. And collaged it with paper. And I'm just trimming off the excess here. And I'll straighten it out. So this will make, I think I'll make shorter tags out of these, the smaller ones that goes in a little smaller pockets. Okay, so this is 2.5 inches high. And those little tiny tags, I think I'll make them like 1 3/4. Move this out of the way. Get my knife. 1 3/4. This makes those nice little tiny tags. You can tuck them in tiny pockets or corner tucks. Do they come in handy? That's 1 3/4. Metal side of my ruler. 3/4. Okay. Move the ruler. Okay, that's 2. And another one. 1 3/4. Just keep your fingers on the left side of the ruler here. You don't end up cutting yourself. Not through yet. That feels like it is. Yes. Okay. That's 3 small tags. One 3/4. Right in the middle of that half mark. Four. And this should be 1 more. It's almost 1 7/8, but that's fine. I'm just going to trim this off. Okay, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those small tags. And cut the corners, smaller diagonal this time. One. And this one is, this is right side up. 1, This piece I also just covered with papers with words on them. This one doesn't have an upside down or right side up. So I'm just cutting the top. And this one doesn't matter either. Always check your pattern. You don't want to do anything that's upside down. And this one, and there are a few words here. This is right side up. Let's see. No. There's only one word and I can't really tell what it is. That doesn't matter. Okay, so we have the small tags done. So I've made tags and journal cards, and I haven't had to cut up any cardstock, which is great. The price of cardstock still hasn't come down yet. So you see all my guessing on my tags, and the corners are pretty even. So these are the small tags. We have 5 of them. We had 6, I think, of these tags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7 of these tags. And so far, 3 journal cards with more to come on this piece. And I have one more set up to glue. Let's see how we're doing on time. And I'll start it. This was the other piece of the tissue box. Strong enough to make tags. And even journal cards if you want to back it with a little bit more thickness. So I'm just going to put some glue stick on here. I'll get it started, and then I'll finish it off camera. Just get along the edges well. Corners. I can wash this glue stick off my mat. The only thing I advise is don't use Windex when you're washing down a mat. I had used it on one of my older ones and it actually took the color off, so I had no numbers left. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to glue this one along the top. Something to press it down. I'll use the edge of my scissor. Spread around my glue stick. Okay, this one I also picked just words. Put that one there. I can put this one over here. And I can put it possibly this way. Maybe this one. Break it up. Yes, that'll work. Okay, I'll put this down first. Get your corners good. I think I'm right side up. I'm just going to line it up with the edge of that last piece. I can either put something along the bottom or trim it off. This one I'm going to put down. Right here. Give it a good press. Spread out the glue. And add this last piece. And like I said, I can either cover this with a piece of paper or cut it off. So let's put that on. glue sticks running low. I have to look into buying one of those very large glue sticks that would hopefully last longer. Okay, this one I'm going to overlap here. Okay, that would be the beginnings. You can always decorate them as you wish. Add colorful things on them, words, tags, flowers. So this is going to make another bunch of smaller tags, which I like. They don't cover your whole page. So these will work out fine. These were 1 3/4 inches wide by 3.5 inches high. The backing was a tissue box, which I'm sure everyone has. Any kind of cereal box, cracker box. This way we save on cardstock. Like I said before, the price of cardstock is very high right now. You don't want to waste it for things like this when you can use something else that's going to go in the garbage. Into the recycling bin. I'm just going to trim this off from the edge. This bottom piece I will fill in. I'm not going to cut it up right now. But that'll be another, say, 1, 2, 3, 5 tags. This size tag. Which will be great. Okay. I think I made that video a little bit longer than I had planned. But I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it gave you some ideas. Use your cardstock, not your cardstock, your cereal boxes or whatever boxes you have. Or just use coffee dyed paper as a backing. And make your cards, your journal cards, your tags. This one's going to be a little side tuck. And you'll save money that way. And you're not putting things in the trash. Okay, hope you liked this video. If I've helped you in any way, please hit the like button and subscribe, and you'll receive a notification when the next new video is up, which will be soon. Okay, thank you for coming. I'll see you soon. Bye.